Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a blessed day today. I know I am. Thank you, Jesus. Always on my side, always provides. Happy Easter to everybody. I hope everybody has a blessed, super fantastic, blessed day today. And what's for dinner today? Easter dinner. I'm gonna make some rice with gandules, Spanish style. And I have some little circles of pineapples, and I have some cherries here, and I have this nice ham. It's a butt portion. I like it with the bone, so I'm gonna take this ham and I'm gonna roast it. I'm gonna take out all the supplies that I need, and I'm gonna wash this ham and put it in a pot, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I put on it. Okay, I'll be back. Hi everybody. So my ham is already washed, and I have a pot here that I'm gonna add my ingredients to, which is the pineapple juice, and I have the cherries, maraschino cherries. I like to add the broth, the liquid in there, so I could give it that nice color, that little red color. So I have that. I'm not adding this yet. Not done. I'm gonna add some sugar. So let me get a spoon. And I'm gonna add about a cup of sugar, a cup of brown sugar, because we need that sweetness, you know. So 1 cup of brown sugar. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right, so 1 cup of sugar, and I usually add orange juice, guys. I forgot the orange juice, but that's okay because I have 2 small oranges here, and I'm gonna use the juice of this right here. So I'm gonna squeeze it in there. See, I got juice. Oh, some pieces of little the little edges fell out, but you know what? That's not a problem. Let it. It will give it a nice taste. So I have another one here, and it's really juicy. Look at all the juice on this. So I'm just gonna squeeze it. I'm gonna let those little tangerine pieces fall in there because they're really juicy. Very juicy. All right. So now I'm gonna give this a mix. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the tangerine pieces in there. It'll give it more of a tang, the tang that we need. So I'll just squeeze them up a little bit and flatten them down and make sure that all the juice comes off of them. All right, and I'm gonna put this mixture on top of my ham. Okay, all right. They're nice and squished already. All right, so now that that's ready, the next step is my cloves. Gotta put cloves on it, guys. It gives it such a good taste. So I'm just gonna put some cloves all around like this. The little nails. We call them nails in Spanish, clavos, but like I said, they're cloves. Same thing. Cloves, clavos. So I'm just gonna put a few all around because it gives us this nice little smoky flavor to it. So that one fell down, it's okay. All right, so see, as long as I get them right here, they'll give a nice flavor to this ham. So I'm just gonna decorate it right now, guys, with you. And then I'm gonna pop this baby in the oven. I'm gonna cover it up, and I'm gonna put it into the oven for about an hour and a half covered. And then I'll uncover it for the last hour and a half. It'll probably take like 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I mean, this ham, I'm not sure if it's like a fully cooked ham. I forgot to check the label, but we're just going to cook it for 3 hours anyway. So let me just keep putting the cloves on it. I'm just going to add a couple more, and then that's it. Okay, that's it for that side. Now I'm going to add a couple to the side, see if I can get it, because the skin is a little tough. But let's see if I could just get it, because this just gives a super, super fantastic flavor to this. All right. Oh, I dropped one, that's okay. It's not a problem, guys. Here we go. Let's make this ham, this Easter ham, so delicious. So I'm just putting them all over like that. I'm not going to make the rice right now. I'm going to wait on a while on the rice because I don't want to have the rice ready. It only takes about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes to make the rice. So I'm not going to start it right now. I will start it like an hour just before this is done. All right, so I think I did enough little cloves so I can give it a nice flavor. Like I said, it gives it a nice smoky flavor, but I didn't put any on this side. So let's just get, this skin is too tough. I can't get anything in there. I have to look for the little cracks that it has so that I could put them in the cracks because they don't want to stay there. Let's see. Looking for the little cracks. All right, I think I got enough. Let me see. I didn't put none over here. All right, you know, I think this is good. It's nice. Look, it's all speckled. It is all speckly. So that's it. I'm just going to put these in. Let that fall in the pan. All right, so next step I want to do is I want to put my pineapples. And I'm going to grab some toothpicks, guys, because toothpicks will just hold it together. Okay, so what I do is I just add a couple of slices. I'm going to grab them. My hands are clean. Clean. So I'm going to put one right there, one there, and well, right there. Okay, I'm going to add one more on the bottom, like that. I'm going to move this over here. There we go. Look at that beautifulness. So what did I need the toothpicks for? So the toothpicks are so I can get a cherry. And I'm just going to put it right in there like that. Grab another cherry. Oh, 2 cherries, fine with me. Okay. Just like that. There you go. Oh, almost done. I love me some cherries, guys. And this is looking really good. Okay, I should have put 2 cherries on them. Okay, there we go. Put 2 cherries there. And let me get a spoon. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a spoon so I can add 2 on each one. Like that. Okay, I just need 2 more. 1 here, 1 here. And then on the back, I definitely have to add some there. So let me just grab 2 of them. I'm gonna put 1 there. I'm gonna put 1 right there. Let me get, I'm gonna put another one on this side. And you know what? I ran out. So I'm just gonna leave this one right here. Let the nail hold it a minute. That's why I need the toothpicks because they'll slide right down. Where's my toothpicks, guys? Okay. Alrighty, so let's grab some more and put those toothpicks down. We can grab some cherries. 1, 2. I'll put those cherries right there. And grab another cherry. That one fell, not a problem. This one gets 3 then. 3 cherries. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna put 1 right here on the side. I have 2 more left. So I'm gonna put 1 right here. Hold on. Let me get the cherries first, because the cherries will definitely hold it up. So I'm gonna put 1, 2 cherries, and put it right there. Okay, there we go. Look at how beautiful that looks. And we have 1 more. So get these 2 cherries. I'm gonna put it right through the toothpicks. And then I'm just gonna set it right there. So there we go, guys. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna put another cherry in there because this one is wobbly. It's on a slant. So I'm just gonna put another cherry there and I'm gonna hold it in place. All right, so that's it. That's partially done. Now what I want to do is I want to add the mixture on top. Let me get a spoon for that. Okay, so I'm going to add the mixture. I'm just going to put it right on top. I don't mind if the cherries fall down to the bottom. It's okay. Let them fall. I mean, not the cherries, the oranges, but I see that it's not mixed up all the way. I still have some brown sugar on the bottom, so I'm just giving this a quick mix. All right, so there we go. I like the way the pineapples turn red after you put it. They turn this pretty pink color. And I'm doing it on the back too, just like everywhere. Want to give it that nice sweet coat. Alrighty guys, that's it. I'm gonna baste it. Letter. I'm gonna baste the letter. No, I'm gonna baste it later again. So when the drippings come down, I'll just grab them. And then we give it another base. But basically, that's it. Alright, so now I'm gonna get some aluminum foil and I'm gonna cover this lightly. Excuse me. Alright. I have some foil here. I buy the little squares. So I'm just gonna start with this side right here. That's good. Then I'm gonna put another one in the middle. Let's see if it reaches. If it doesn't, it's okay. I'm just gonna do half like that then. Because I really don't want it to burn, guys. It's gonna be there at about 375 for at least an hour and a half. So you do not want this to dry up on you, okay? All right, we're doing the last one. Okay, now I'm gonna put it in the oven, just crinkling up the edges. I'm gonna put one more foil, just right here. Okay, that's it. I get these little corners and I'm done. Like I said, just loosely. I don't want my pineapples to burn. That's why I'm doing it like this. So we're gonna put this in the oven for about an hour and then I'll come and check on it. I'll check on it in an hour. I'm gonna clean this mess up that I have and I'll be back, okay? I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back. And this has been in the oven the ham has been there for about an hour and a half. Now, I went ahead and I cut up some chorizo, which is a Spanish sausage. So I have some chorizo here. And I have my sofrito ready. And remember yesterday how I made the little mofongo bowls and I used the plantains? So today I took the plantain that was left. I left the piece on purpose because it tastes really good when you make rice with gandules. So I shaved it, or rather, I grated it. So this is half of a plátano right there. And then I took my cans of gandule and I gave them a really good rinse. I took out any floaters and I also took out any skin that was left. So then they're nice and clean here. All right, so I'm gonna check the ham and then we're gonna start the rice. All right, let's go see how the ham is doing. Oops, don't burn itself. Okay. It's been in there an hour and a half. So let's just take a bit. So that way if we have to baste it, we can baste it. Okay, let's open it. I haven't opened it, I haven't looked at it. And I could see right now that the juice, all that juice that's down there in the bottom, it's not even boiling, you know? So maybe now it'll finish up the process. So what I want to do is, usually I take a turkey baster, but sometimes I get burned. So I have a turkey baster, I just don't want to use it. I think this one is much better. I could just baste it like that. There goes those little pieces of orange all over the place, or tangerine, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's all over. See, and this ham did let out some of its own juices. You see how my SOS. Okay, you see how my pineapples, they look good, they haven't burned. So I'm just gonna cover them up for another half an hour, and then I'll leave it half an hour uncovered. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it has a base and that it's all moist and wet, that it won't burn on me, it'll stay nice and tender. You know what I mean? I don't want anything dry. So yes, I lost it. I lost the cherry. It didn't go far. Where were you? Right here? Okay, so again, I'm gonna cover it only because I don't want my cherries to burn, and my pineapples. I don't want my cherries and my pineapples to burn. Ow, poke myself. All right, that's okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up again, and I'm gonna raise the heat because it was on 390. I didn't want it to burn, but I should have left it at 400. So now I'm gonna raise the heat to 400 because I had it at 390 and that wasn't good. All right, so let's do this. Let's pack this right there and right there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna roll this up right here quickly. Like I said, it's loosely. I don't want to do it too tight, but I don't want to expose. Okay. I don't want to expose my my pineapples and my cherries just yet. So I'm gonna put it back in the oven, and then I'm gonna start the rice. See, I did drop some right here. It's okay, not a problem. When I cleaned out the beans, see, I said there was some floaters. You could see some floaters and some skin. I don't like that, so I just took it out. All right, here we go. So let me put this here. Here's my pan, and let's get this stove on so we can start making our rice with gandules. Okay, there we go. All right, the first thing I want to do is add some oil. I don't have much oil, but that's okay. I want to add like 1/4 of a cup. Okay, because we need some for the rice. So that's good right there. And I'm going to wait for this to sizzle up. I'm going to go get my spoon, and I'm going to add in the sofrito. I also need to get some olives, because we definitely need some olives. Here's my 3.5 cups of rice. I already washed it, and I have it sitting there, so it's ready to go. Let me get my spoon now. Okay, so this is not the right spoon. That's okay. It's okay. I wanted the one with the little holes, but this is fine. We don't need to get no area in there. I'm so hungry. I started rough late today. It was a very busy morning, so, and waiting on packages is always stressful, you know. So I got a few things from Amazon for my granddaughter to make her a cute little Easter basket. She's a big girl. She's a teen. She's 16, so I gotta make something special. She's my only granddaughter. So I got some cute things. I'll make a video later on how I do the packing of it, and I'll show you guys. I'll post it to one of my shorts. Okay, come on now. Come on now. This ain't a talk show. This is a cooking show, and I get busy. All right, I'm going to get some salt and pepper. I dropped my bottle. I dropped my bottle again. Okay, stay there. Now, let me get my sazon, because we're definitely going to need some sazon. I'm going to grab 2 packages, because that's what I need. 2 packages. So I have my salt right here. I'm not ready to put that in yet. I just want this to get hot. Now I know it's hot. I could feel the heat. So I'm going to add in my sofrito. My yum yum sofrito. And I'm going to add, let me give this a little mix. Mix it all nice with the oil. And then I'm going to add my chorizo, my sausage in there. Oops, sorry. My sink is just so close. Okay, so I got that. Now I need a spoon so I could dig up some olives. Alright, so let's get some olives in here. I just like with all the peppers on the bottom. You gotta stick the spoon all the way in there just to get all the bottom little pieces of pepper. So pretty. Okay, so I'm throwing some in as I go along, and that's about it. And I'm gonna add like 3 spoons of the brine. And now I'm just gonna let this cook up for a few minutes. Put this back in the refrigerator. Alright, so I'm gonna add some pepper to this. It's coming out slow, but it's coming out. I gotta add enough pepper. I should have just gotten the other one. And you know what else? I want to add a little bit of the cracked pepper, because I have whole peppers. So I just want to put a little bit, like a little shake. So let me get it. Okay, see, I have whole peppercorns. So I just want to give a little shake in there. And grind up a couple of them because they have nice big bits. And it makes the rice taste good. Alright, that's good. We don't want it so spicy. We don't want it too spicy. Alrighty. So that's beginning to smell really good. And, excuse me. So, right now what I'm waiting for is for this to come to a really fast cook. Like a full-time big motion bubbling, okay? After that has cooked for about a minute or two. About another 2 minutes. After it cooks, then the next step is to put my gandules in. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of tomato sauce that I have here. I'm going to add that. Here's my sazon that I forgot to add. And this sazon doesn't have any, it doesn't have any salt. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt to that. I also have some parsley. I'm just going to put it right here because it's going to fly. So that's about 2 tablespoons of parsley. And I'm sorry, baby, I don't really mean to do this to you, but this is so good, guys. I'm gonna have to, let's do one more. Don't worry, she'll grow. I'm gonna add 2 oreganos. This is good oregano, so I'm gonna wash this off. Make sure there's no little buggies on there, little plant buggies. Alright, so I have my 2 little things here. And let me shake the water with my hand. Did I drop one? No, I dropped the leaf. Hold on, I gotta wash this leaf. Alright. Don't shake them off no more. Alright, so I have this, and what I want to do is I'm just gonna break off pieces of it. Like so. And this is oregano. Fresh oregano. Ah, it smells so good. Alright, so now that the oregano's in, all the seasonings, I didn't add any salt, so I'm going to add about, not a tablespoon, but is it just like, that's only like a teaspoon right there, so I'm just going to add another little teaspoon because nothing else has salt in here. There we go. I'd rather measure it like this because I do not want my rice salty. So there we go, that's good. Now I'm going to throw in my gandules. And I'm going to give them a little fry up too. The same thing. Now I got to wait for this to come to a boil all over again. But all my seasonings are in there. Everything I'm going to use is there, with the exception of the tomato sauce, the rice, and of course the platanos. The platanos I'm going to add after I add the tomato sauce. So, because I don't want to cook it too much. Let it cook with the rice. It'll be more aromatic. Okay, there we go. Come on. Now we just gotta let this come to a nice little sizzle again. Again, sizzle. So like I said, everything is ready. It's just dumping it all up in here. And I think I put everything in there. Salt, pepper, oregano, put some parsley. And it cooks real fast. See that? There we go. And I got enough oil in there, and it smells so good. This rice is gonna be really, really good. Arroz con gandules. And of course, I don't have to say nothing about the ham. The ham is delicious. I was thinking if I should make some vegetables, but I haven't decided. I still have time, being that the ham is going to be there for another hour. Make sure that's at 450. Yeah, about 450 is good. I'm going to put it 450 for another half an hour. Then I'm going to take off the aluminum foil, and then it'll get a nice color, nice roasted color. That's what I wanted. So, okay, this is almost done. It just needs about another minute. And then we're going to put the tomato sauce in there. Okay, that's good. Just making sure everything gets cooked. Alright, so this is exactly 1 cup of tomato sauce. Okay, so an 8-ounce can. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I live in a big building with four flights, and my family can smell my food all the way downstairs on the first floor. It's coming through the elevator, and everyone says the same thing. I hope that's coming from my house. I hope that's coming from my house, because this smell would travel. It will travel. I think all Puerto Rican foods travel because it's so robust in flavors, more flavor, those Latin flavors. Okay, there it goes. See, now we just want to cook this for like, I would say about 5 minutes, about a little, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, it depends how fast it boils up, because you don't want it to stick. Okay, but you do want it to just thicken a little bit, because I just put sauce that is not cooked. It's raw tomatoes, so you want to cook that up before adding the rest of the stuff. And you got tomato sauce, everything, all those good flavors going on. So we're just going to give it another minute, and then I'm going to throw the guineos in there, the plátano, the one that I grated. My son says shaved. So many people say shaved. Some people say grated. I don't know what you say. I say grated. So I have this, and you see this is already getting nice and thick. There's nothing like real drippy and watery in there. No, that's what I'm waiting for. And then it's going to be quick after that. And this rice will be done like in 20 minutes. Alright, so you see all the bubble action going on. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I need. It's getting out of control. When it gets out of control, that's my cue. And then again, we're going to cool it off. When we put the plátanos in there, it's going to cool off because these plátanos are cold. Even though it's here nice and warm. But I have my window open. Alright. This is it. Like I said, it only takes about 3 to 5 minutes, so that's good. Now I'm going to throw in my guineos. Now that's going to make it smell real good and give it a nice Latin flavor. There's a plátano. Some people use green bananas, the cooking bananas, but since I already had that little plátano there, I said let's just use it. So it's going to give my rice a really good flavor. A nice Caribbean flavor. Caribbean. Alright, see? That looks good, right guys? I'm going to dump in this, and then I'm going to add some water. See, we don't want that to cook that much. I just want it to get absorbed, because I have hardly no tomato sauce left. As you can see, it's all thick. Now I'm going to add this. And I'm going to fill this up with water. But first I want to make sure that my rice gets that nice color to it. So I'm just going to mix it in, work it real nice. Look at that. See what I mean? Has all those good flavors just sticking to the rice. Perfectly giving it all those good flavors all around. So that's good right there. That's perfect. I don't see any more white rice. Has a nice color. Perfect, guys. And if you're wondering why I'm cooking 4 cups 4.5 cups of guisado when I cook tomorrow. Okay, so there's plenty of ham and there's plenty of rice. They could eat it for 2 days and I don't have to cook. I'll be right back. Let me get some water. I do not know how much water is here because I don't measure by measurements. I measure by, this is different. This is not a dry rice. I added liquid to it, so it has. Now, I'm just going to do it till I don't feel any, like, force. Let me explain that better. I just want to put water in it till I see a little bit floating on top, but just a little bit. Because if not, you'll end up with soggy rice. You don't want that. So you just keep mixing it. You see how there's no water on top? This is the stage where it cooks. It's almost done cooking. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Like I said, I would like to see some liquid on top. And I don't see it yet. Okay, there we go. See how there's liquid on top if you go like this? There's a lot of liquid there. See, that's how I do it. Okay, so that's good just like that. I'm not going to add no more because I see liquid on the top of it. Enough liquid where it looks kind of soupy. See that? Perfect. And your rice is, yeah, your spoon is supposed to stand up, but this is the wrong pot, so it's going to fall. Unless I make a mountain in the middle. Should I make a mountain in the middle and let it see if it holds? No. Pot is too big. Okay, so that's it. Leave it alone, guys. We're just going to wait until this comes to a boil. And then I'm going to cover it. Okay, so that's it. See that? I love these one-pot meals. Because this is like a meal. You have your veggies. I mean, your veggies are your green bananas. And you have your rice, which is a starch. And then you have your meat for protein. So this is like a meal in itself. And I don't want to bother it. I just want to leave it alone. Okay, we're going to leave it. This is going to take at least, let's see how many bubbles we can get while we stand here. It is starting to bubble. Okay, so I'm just going to give this, I would say about 3 minutes to 5 minutes. But I'm not going to mix it yet. I need to see full action, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes. As you can see, it just started boiling. So this is my cue. You want to turn it around. A flying olive! It's alive! Okay, no. So the bottom was sticking a little bit, but that's okay. Because people like pegadito. In Puerto Rico, people like the crunchy part on the bottom, but this is good. See, this is the point where you want to take it and cover it up. You see a little bit of wetness, that's okay. That's going to be needed to finish cooking up your rice. Alright, so I just like to flatten it like this. And like trap all those little vapors to cook it. So I'm just going to lower this to like a medium low. Like that. Because you want the rice to cook, but you don't want the rice to mush. Alright, so this is covered. And the ham, this only took like maybe 15 minutes. So I need another 15 minutes on the ham. I'll be back in 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, maybe we could mix this rice up. Give it one little toss. And then put the ham back in. But I'll be back, okay, in 15 minutes. Guys, it hasn't been 15 minutes yet. It's only been 10, so it needs another 5 to 7 minutes, okay, to make it 15. But I wanted to incorporate, I don't know if you can see. Can you see me over here? I didn't know what veggie to use, but I found these pretty Brussels sprouts. They're so nice and big, and I just love some Brussels sprouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop up the end, chop them right in half, and I'm going to put them on this little tray there. And that'll be a nice addition to the dinner. Let me get this clean. Hold on. I'm running on low energy. Alright, so cut the ends off. Put them right there in the middle. Throw that little leaf in there. Okay, so this one, they look really big. I haven't seen Brussels sprouts this size in a long time, guys. But I decided to buy them. So we're gonna use these up. Okay, so that's it. I just have one more to go. And they have these long stems, really long stems. Okay, so that's it, guys. See? I have all my veggies there. Let me throw some of these little leaves that fell out. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of these little nubs on the end. Okay, so my little Brussels sprouts, so delicious. I'm gonna turn them around because I want the flavors to go inside the little pockets of holes. If I leave them like this, they'll only be on the skin. So I'm gonna give them a little flip like that. Okay, see? Now we can see all the little pockets. And one more. All right, so what I want to do, I'm going to take a little bit of my garlic and herb, of course. So let's get some garlic and herb in there. Okay, I think I slathered them enough. See, I got them all over. They got some nice herb flavor. Okay, make sure I get all of them. All right, so over here, I have a little bit of butter, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some butter on top of them so they could go inside a little. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna give them a little shake. A little shake. So you see, that's it, no more butter. So this, now when I did that, now I'm gonna turn them down, because I want them to cook good. I want the tops to be nice and crispy. I love when they get that nice dark little charcoal effect going on there. So see, that's it. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in the oven, and I'm gonna roast them a little bit, and I'll be back in another 8 minutes so we could turn that. Okay, I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back, and this has been cooking about half an hour already, so I think I'm gonna turn it around. Let that water drip down. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, nice. Looking really nice, guys. Yes, it didn't burn. It's not sticky. It looks really good. Look at that beautiful, delicious rice. So I could see, since I moved it around, I could see some parts that are like still a little white. That means they're not cooked. So I'm gonna have to let this sit for about another 10-15 minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, let it get some nice moisture inside. All right, so I'm gonna cover this up, and I'm gonna turn on my back pan, my back stove, and I'm gonna put it on really, really low, because it's gonna be sitting there for about 15 minutes. So let me move this over and shut this stove off, and I need to check to see what that, oh goodness, let me check my veggies. They're almost done. They're not toasted all the way yet. They still need about another 5 minutes, maybe another about 5 minutes. Hold on now. Okay, now this baby is really sizzling. It's hot in there. My necklace got hot. Okay, so let's take this off. Now we don't need this foil anymore, but I'm gonna save these pieces in case I pack some up in it. So don't throw these away. Or you could use it again after you, even though I sliced it and then I put it back in the broth. But you can see now that the water is bubbling here. I don't know if you could see it, but right there, that water is definitely bubbling. That's what I meant when I said it's not even bubbling. Okay, so now it's bubbling. And I want to take out these broth, take this broth and just put it right over. But you see that even this is just a little, let me push it over a little. Okay, that's better. And now we got to make this all nice and wet, moist. All right, so I still have the other one that was here in this pan, and I know there'll still be some sugar up in this one. So I'm just going to mix it around. And I'm just going to put it right on top. Don't worry, they'll all fall to the bottom. Those little pieces, which is good. Because once you cut this, the meat is like dry. And you can wet it with the juices that come out from here. Perfect. Let those little orange, oh, it made its home right into that little crevice right there. Could you see it? Just trying to stay there. Okay, so let's just see this beautifulness. And I see a little piece of aluminum foil. Hold on. All right, let's get that aluminum foil out. See, this looks nice, beautiful, guys. Take this off. It doesn't matter. It's good. It's delicious. Look, see, beautiful. So I'm gonna put this back into the oven for about another 15 minutes because I do want the little slices to get a nice dark color. Okay, so this is the time, and this is a good time to do it. And they'll be done as soon as the veggies are done. All right, so let's put this back into the oven. Look at that beautiful, beautiful ham. Okay, it's gonna look even better once I take it out the second time. So let's put it back in for 15 minutes, and then my veggies will be done. My ham will be done, and then I can serve a plate. Okay, so 15 minutes, I'll be back, and we can serve some dinner. Bye. Hi everybody, I'm back, and it's time to take out that ham. As you can see over here on the side, my Brussels sprouts are all ready, and they got that crispy, crunchy little flaky part. That's my favorite. All right, this is for my potato chips. Now I'm gonna take out the ham because it's been there 3 hours, guys. And now it has definitely reached a nice color. Let me put it inside. Look at that beauty. I'm gonna turn off this oven, okay? Because that's it. No more oven. Look at that gorgeous ham. Would you look at there? Look at this. Got that nice little char going on. And none of my, see, a little bit of the cherries burned, but not too much. All my pineapples are intact. So very happy. So what I want to do is I want to grab my cutting board, and I'm going to cut a piece out, and then I'm going to slice it over here, okay? So let me get my knife. And all these little things, I have a little plate right here. Gorgeous. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to take a picture of this before carving it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out these little toothpicks, and I'm going to take out my my little why do I keep forgetting? Pineapples, so I can be able to carve it. So you see, you could just grab the little things just like that. You could put them like that. If someone wants to grab some, all they got to just grab it like this. Get this little one out here and put it right here. And there we go. And we got one more here. Let's get it out. Put it right there. And grab those little things, and there we go. See, now we have them reserved to the side. I still have some here on the side when I cut the ham. I know it's going to be problematic. Oops, I dropped one. That's okay. It's not a problem. We'll get that baby later. Okay, grab this one. Look, that one came out with the pineapple. And I don't know where the oh, that is the pineapple. All right, one more. There we go. See? And I'm just going to go in a little bit so they don't dry up on me, and put some of that little glaze that's on here. And I'll put it just like that. So I'm going to put this to the side now. And what I want to do is I want to grab a piece of the ham. And this one looks like the most appetizing. Now I want to baste it a little. Just a little bit. Oh yes, that looks really good, guys. Look at that. All right, I basted it there. Okay, that's a good base going on. All right, now, so Let me put this little glove. Oh, my helping hand is already holding it. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it this way. Look at this gorgeousness. Oh my goodness, guys. So this is definitely done. Okay, this has been in there 3 hours. So let me see. Did I separate it from here enough? Okay, yes, it's kind of separated. I just got to go down a little bit more, and I'm just going to see if I can go this way. Oh, that's perfect right there. I'm going to have to flip it because I want to see where exactly is it stuck on over here. Oof. Okay, guys. Almost there. It's the bone. The struggle is real, guys, but I'll get it. I got a helping hand. There we go. I told you. There you go. There we go. So let me just grab this piece right there. Oops, I'm sorry. Did I splash you? Look how beautiful.
It's fine.
It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna set this right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pluck out a couple of these little knot knot cloves. Yes, there we go, cloves. I found the word. So you could see me, right, guys? Do you guys see a picture? All right, so let me just pull these out. All right, now that I got them all pulled out, let me get a tissue. Okay, my hand is clean. Now I'm gonna grab my fork, and I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm gonna make some slices, just like that. Beautiful slices. And you can see it's better when you buy the whole ham like that, guys, because you can have so much of it, and you could even freeze some for another day, make some split pea soup. So many things you can do. And you go to the grocery store and you buy a piece of ham, and it costs you like $10 for a nice little slice. Do it this way. I only paid $17 for it, so that was not bad, that price. Okay, here we go. I'm almost at the end now. Got this big chunk here. I'm going to show you how beautiful these slices look in 1 minute. All right. Whoa, you're not going nowhere. Let me just flip them like this. All right, guys, they're beautiful. Just look at that. Look at those gorgeous, gorgeous hams. So, you know what I do? I'll take this part, and I'll just put a little bit, let it fall right back into the pan. But at least it has a little glaze on it. Doesn't that look delicious? Oops. All right, guys, so see that? Gorgeous. So I'm just going to wait for it to drip down for a few seconds. But some people like the brown part. I'm just going to serve a plate because I'm hungry. You see how beautiful this looks, right, guys? All right, so I'm just going to put this right here in case anything wants to keep dripping down. It'll drip into the napkin. Let me get my plate because I am so hungry. And look at my rice. It's gorgeous. I had it on all this time, but it was very, very low. It was just on warm. But look at this gorgeous rice. See that? Not a big clump anywhere. It's nice and loose. I like when the rice is nice and loose. And this is looking really delicious. So let's get a spoon. One more spoon. There we go. That looks delicious. And now I'm just gonna grab some sprouts. I have them here on the side because I have no room, but look how gorgeous. They really look really good. I love that little char that it has. Amazing. See? Beautiful. Just gorgeous. I'll take one more. And look at that. I love that little char that has. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to grab 2 pieces of ham. One there. Ah, that's why I want. That's such a chunky butt. Hey, I didn't say that. I'm kidding. All right. So I'm going to grab 2 little slices, one for each ham, and I'm gonna grab my little cherries and put them right there. in the middle. And there's my dinner. There's my Easter dinner. I hope you liked my video, and I hope you prepare your ham the same way. And the rice with gandules is going to be a great hit. I wish you all have a happy Sunday, a happy Easter, and thank you for watching. Hit the like, notification, all the buttons on the side, and you'll have a blessed day. A blessed day. Bye. Thank you. Love you for watching. Look at this. Just look at this gorgeousness. Bye, guys.